Hey Pisces, welcome to Black Star Tarot. Thank you guys for stopping and watching. This is your love reading for the month of July. So we're going to have a little fun today, Pisces, and we're going to try to find out what they don't like, okay? What they don't like about the connection, what they potentially wish that they could change about you or your dynamic. Cross watcher, same. Let's find out, cross watcher, what it is that Pisces does not particularly care about you. So today we're going to try to kill two birds with one stone and get some answers and find out what it is exactly that they don't like. All right, y'all, let's get it in and see what it is they don't like. Messages for Pisces. So we have 2 intense. Interesting, right? Because they don't like this. I feel like the energy that I'm getting right now from you, Pisces, is that, like, I get that sun energy, like the Queen of Wands energy. I get the feeling of, like, you know, debates, arguments, the energy of somebody like always having, you know, to win here. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like they don't like how everything with you feels dialed up, right, to like 100. Like, whether this is, you know, the passion, the emotions, whatever. I don't know if this is good energy or bad energy, but we will find out. But whatever energy this is, your person feels like, man, this is just too much. Hopefully this is a good thing, Pisces, okay? But like I said, I feel like your person feels like everything is just dialed up, you know, to 100. Now, although this could be overwhelming, I do see that they feel like they can't breathe, right, without drowning somehow, like in the vibes that you're giving off. And for some of you, love doesn't feel like pressure, okay? But with you, I think for some of you, there's like an all or nothing here, or like somebody always, you know, having to win every argument, every debate, every disagreement. I think that your person is kind of feeling that way. But let's see what else the cards say. Okay, and remember, these messages are interchangeable. This could be your person, Pisces, or you feeling this way about your person. But I do feel like somebody is just like, you know, over the freaking top. You know, I'm feeling that heavy sun energy. So some of you could be dealing with a Leo. Doesn't have to be. Give me 1 second. Just drop my cards. Doesn't have to be. But all right. Let's see. Our card combination here is the 5 of Wands, 2 of Wands in reverse, and we have the Hermit in reverse. So, give me a minute here. I'm just trying to feel this out. How am I feeling about this message? So we have some competition. Okay, we have some struggles here. So I'm kind of feeling like I said, like there's arguments. Like I kind of felt this energy, particularly with the arguments, the competition, like someone always, you know, having to win. And this kind of like clarifies that, you know, for me, like I feel like they don't like that even sometimes you or them could be kind of like even too quick to clash. Like somebody may even have like a little bit of a temper here, okay? So it's like the smallest thing, you know, could set somebody off here. So I feel like, you know, someone's feeling like, you know, someone's too quick to clash, you know, but then at the same time, with the Hermit in reverse, slow to open up. So someone, and that's not like really good, like in any relationship, but because the Hermit is in reverse, that's kind of, you know, what I'm feeling. Like, it's like, you know, it's one thing to keep your feelings and your emotions to yourself, but then you just can't be blowing up on people, okay? You know, so I'm kind of feeling that here. Like there's always tension, there's always competition, there's always comparison or power struggles, but you know, maybe not enough clear direction when it comes to like emotions, okay? I feel like 1 minute someone's, you know, here, then the next minute you're pushing somebody away, okay? And that's kind of how, you know, I'm feeling this, okay, with the 2 of Wands in reverse. So I don't know, I feel like when it comes to like emotional balance in your connection, it's almost like it's just non-existent. Like it's nowhere to be found, right? They feel like, you know, they're when they're talking to you, like they're talking to a ghost, or if, to someone who won't come out, right, of hiding, but always finds a way, you know, to stir the pot. Okay. um yeah, that's kind of my messages I'm getting here. And I'm being very, you know, like choosy, I think, with my words, because I, you know, I don't want to feel like, you know, I'm like beating up on anybody here. But again, like this is just kind of like what I'm seeing. Like, I mean, they don't like, you know, being in constant battle, you know, all the time. There's like somebody here has a little bit of ego. Okay, there could be a lot of misunderstandings, or even like words that, you know, haven't been spoken, and they're just kind of like piling up, you know. And I feel like even when things aren't like, if you're not, even like when you're not in like a full-blown argument, there's still like tension around you and them. Like, I don't know, it's like somebody here feels like they always have to be prepared for war, right? Even though this is like supposed to be love here, like they don't like that, like someone or somebody here, I feel like somebody may talk like really big, very boastful. Okay, that's the energy that I'm getting here. Like somebody talks big, very boastful, but yet they're hesitant to actually act or to follow through, you know, on the word. Like one day I feel like somebody here is dreaming about the future, and then the next minute, you know, they're kind of stuck, you know, in some type of indecision. Like they don't know like which way to go. Like I don't know, this is weird, but um I also feel like somebody here, like when it comes to like the dynamic, it's like they can't tell if you want them, or whether, you know, they want out, you know, or they just don't know what you want. It's like I don't know, it's a lot of confusion. I feel like there's a lot of exhaustion, right? Or it's hard to build with someone here because somebody, you know, refuses to kind of choose a direction. Okay, if someone's not choosing direction, it's a lot in this. I can see so much, you know, here with these cards. So with the Hermit reverse, you know, someone is, you know, someone, I don't know if that's like if it blows up and then they shut down. Like they don't like that someone goes cold, you know, particularly when things get real. So instead of opening up, someone retreats here emotionally. Someone here, you know, is unavailable, whether this is physically or not. I do see distance, so this could be physical distance, or it could just be someone just mentally checked out here, particularly with the Hermit in reverse. But nevertheless, someone here is making it difficult to be loved. Okay, it's like hard to love someone here, particularly someone, you know, who keeps locking the door. Okay, so let's get some more messages and see why this person feels like, you know, things are just too intense, or why, Pisces, you feel like your person is too intense. Let's see what else we have for you guys. More messages, Spirit. Why is this going on? Why is this person so intense? Like, what is going on? So we have only you. All right, well, that's a good thing. What else do we have? We have cloudy judgment. And we have chemistry. So, you know, so some of this intensity, I mean, honestly, you know, like I said, like, you know, somebody does have their eye on somebody here. So I almost feel like we got, you know, two different things going here, which can very well be, right? So we have someone who definitely is feeling, you know, for another. So we have the card that says only you. And in contrast to what we have on the table, I feel like someone is here, right, Pisces? Like it's almost like they want, you know, to be with you. I feel like, you know, or you want to be with them. Like there's chemistry here, you know, there's a lot of attraction here between you and them. But I don't know, the contrast is killing me, and I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it's almost like your energy is divided. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Like you keep them, in this space of competition, right? But then at the same time, you're leaving someone guessing, like, and it's kind of like you shut down almost when it counts. And I think that is what the person, does not like. However, there is, there looks like there are things that, they like about you. Like, I feel like they like your imagination, like they like, the way you think, there is a strong attraction, and that they legitimately, want to be with you. But I just feel like maybe like you just, you're just a little overwhelming. Like maybe somebody needs to just like, to calm it down, balance things out. And people bring baggage in, from other relationships. And so, if you're dealing with somebody here that is like, quick to spark off, at the smallest thing, I feel like it's like PTSD, for them from their past relationships, of course. That's kind of how I'm feeling. But I feel like if you could see that, if someone could see the way that they are, if someone could step back and be like, look, look at us, look at this relationship, then I think that things would be better. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like that's kind of, that's kind of how I'm feeling. Like I said, like there's definitely a divide here, because I see chemistry. I see someone that is definitely trying to be in this connection, but I just feel like it's a lot going on. And I don't know, like if you really like this person, you may not want to lose them. So I feel like if you step back, and just see maybe some things that you need to change in particular, or maybe your person needs to step back and kind of take a look at themselves, and I feel like this will help the relationship. Okay, someone like doesn't really like that things just aren't always clear. Okay, again, someone could be with a hermit in reverse, kind of just like not really expressing what it is they're actually feeling. And or if there's a problem, like if someone didn't put dishes away, instead of just saying, hey, why you put the dishes away, you just blow up as soon as you see a dish in the sink. So I feel like that's the issue here, right? There's a lot of intensity in this reading, okay, guys, and there is also a need for some clarity. Okay, clarity is definitely needed, because I think someone's not seeing things clearly, or someone's letting their emotions, their fears, or their past experiences blur their vision in this particular relationship. So to them, it feels like somebody here could be quick to misread intentions. I feel like there's someone here that could be making assumptions, or they may spiral into scenarios that aren't even real. Okay, particularly with this illusions here. Okay, so it's like trying to build with someone who's always looking through a fog glass because of their past relationships and their past experiences. Okay, yeah, so that's what I'm feeling, Pisces. It's kind of like pretty much all I have for you. I'm just curious though. Let me see some. I'm just curious. Like, I'm gonna pull no more cards, but this is what your person's feeling. They're feeling like you just things are just too intense, and maybe somebody needs to take a chill pill. Go to go maybe just work on this relationship, because the chemistry is here. Like someone is trying to break through, okay, to you. Someone may be aware of your past relationships or your past experiences and whatnot. Okay, somebody could be actively, trying to like balance this out, but you making it hard. Okay, somebody needs to let go, and just surrender. There could also be like, financial issues. I just kind of heard, that like your finances, somebody could be a little grumpy. Maybe money ain't quite right or where it needs to be. So therefore it could be a little bit of irritability. All right, maybe that's affecting someone here. Not sure where that came from, but it popped in my head, so I said it. But I do see a relationship. I do see chemistry between two people, but I also see some, like I said, some division here. Somebody's needs to maybe take a vacation, or maybe do some introspection and look into them and see like why am I so grumpy? Why am I so irritable? Like what the heck is wrong with me? And I think that would definitely help this relationship out. Like, look, we got defensive, you know, on the bottom of the deck, which, you know, for me, you know, it says a lot. Okay, so someone definitely needs to let their guard down, because right now, either you, Pisces, or your person is feeling like you're just too intense. Okay, so guys, see you in the next reading. It's fun. It's been real. Take care.